are joined today by one of my Call of Duty recruits, Lon Skull.
How you doing, everybody?
Yeah. So, he's new to the Mapmaker, he's interested in making it, so he contacted me, and we're gonna play a couple maps, and then I'm gonna show him one of mine, and then we'll both go into the editor. I'm gonna work on my mountain map for you guys, and hold on. People always call me during the worst time. I'm gonna work on my mountain map while I help him set up his first map and figure out what he wants to do. Alright? So put arcade first. Let's see. I'm gonna invite you to my party here. Invite. Now, I was almost at 4 stars on one of my maps on Skull. It was 3.5, and then they got downvoted a couple times. Some people just liked it, and they went down to 3. So then it went down to like 2.5. They sit at 2.5.
People can be picky.
Did you get my invite?
Yeah. I'm trying to get the Elgato set up. It's not working right now. Let's fix it later. Trying to run a Elgato on a brand new computer. We had it already set up on another. It's just kind of a pain.
Mm-hmm. Wait on you, bud.
I know, I'm sorry. There we go.
There we are. Alright, so we're going to do a solo co-op map by Ubisoft. You play with the featured ones.
What kind? What mode is it?
This is going to be a bounty hunt. So bounty hunts are where it's kind of like Agent 47. Hitman style missions. You have to go assassinate a specific target or targets and then escape the area. So pretty much just like Agent 47. I was actually thinking of making a whole series of maps just designed to be like Hitman level maps.
I think it would be interesting to do like the suppressed lever actions and stuff as like a hunter style Hitman.
There could be a lot of different ways. I don't know if you can suppress the lever action shotguns in this game. Or the lever action rifles. I don't know if you can suppress. Let me go with the first one. So these 4 are the people you have to take out. And obviously there's going to be other guards guarding them, so... And I believe they all have flame tanks.
The Father will provide.
Did you get the flamer? Sweet, you did. Nice.
I think it took 3 to 4 arrows to kill one. With at least 2
So
of them were
again,
headshots.
obviously Ubisoft is the, these guys are the pros. You know, so their maps are obviously going to be fantastic, but you can really look and see, you know, when I play other people's maps, is I look how they placed a building, or, you know, how they added something. Guy behind us. And, you know, I look at that and I see, okay, that might be cool. Let me try that idea, you know, and that's how I go from there. That's why I play, just as much as I create maps, I play a bunch of them too. That way I know.
The best way to learn is from others' failures or successes.
Exactly. Nice work.
Bow is like one of my favorite weapons during the campaign.
Yeah, no, it's better than all the try games. Oh, gas barrel explosion. The bow's been a staple in this series forever, and for damn good reason. I think it's badass. I'm definitely going to create a bunch of Hitman levels that revolve around using just the revolver. Oh, you know what? I've actually done this level before.
I did too. There was a weekly mission, like the first set of them.
Retreat! Let's go!
The dog.
There's some more. Yeah, so I mean, obviously, and what I really love about maps is what was my specialty back on Far Cry 2 was detail work.
That's what I'm typically good at, making sure things look level and,
Well, not just level, I mean, like this thing right here. This is three different objects and 2 different animation effects all put together. I mean, that right there is so simple, but at the same time, it's all the simple keys like that that get you that 4-star, 5-star map rating. There was actually a map back at, where the fuck, I don't think I'll go around.
It's over here.
Alright.
You have to get in the truck to go, remember?
No, I did not remember. I think I backtracked. But here, I will join the truck with you. Oh, I'm in. Fuck you, zombie. Yeah, I just ran back. I never went into the truck. You gotta hop in too for us to complete when you're in co-op.
From my experience, the best way to use the rifle is in burst fire, because you can rapid burst it. It's one of my favorite methods to use in the campaign.
So we're going back to the arcade, and we're going to play a completely random map now. And then we'll play mine, and see how you like mine.
I I've yet to see anything on it, so. I saw that I've seen some like that you've done some of the streams, but I haven't actually had a chance to look at them.
Oh, looks like we got a new one. Stormy Assault, 2.5 stars. Friendly fire, okay, and no health regen. And it's Assault.
So let us be very careful with this. Actually a decent looking forest.
Assault.
Yeah, pretty good. I like the choppers. It kind of gives me like a Vietnam feel, even though the choppers aren't really Vietnam. Oh my god, did I just join with a... Holy shit! Oops.
Are you dead?
Yeah.
Do you want to keep going, or do you want to reset?
No, just sit there. I'll respawn, and I did not mean for that. Oh yeah, I'm definitely taking M60. Take one of those. No, I joined in with the pilot, and I shot him in the head to see if it was you, and I forgot friendly fires on. I killed him instantaneously, and then we died.
Okay, I'm just curious, even if you thought it was me, why did you shoot him in the head?
I don't know, I'm just naturally violent. And I don't blame video games. Fucking cool, guys. I actually really like this one. It's got nice hills.
It's got a nice, the fog works really well with the weather.
Yeah.
If anything, the fog could stand just to be a little bit thicker, especially with as low as we are.
I'm not sure about that one. Friendly.
Not too much thicker, just a little bit.
We need to take you center back where we find that fucking mortar asshole.
Hear him over here.
Oh, I see. I just saw his smoke trail pop up.
See it over here. First mortar's down.
Second mortar's down. We got a third one. Third one's dead. I think this map is definitely going to get me an up rating. I tell you the truth, now that I see the enemies, I don't think it needs any more fog. I think it's actually pretty nice the way it is. Enemies are well concealed because of the fog and the brush together. Oh shit, I'm about to die. Fuck, I'm dead. Shit. I'll switch the weapons. I ran out of the fucking M60.
I'm coming.
God damn that no health regeneration. There's like 3 guys right behind me. I'm down again. I got 2 of them. There's one south of my body.
Yeah, this no health regen sucks.
And actually, it's kind of bullshit, especially if they don't have health packs. I still haven't seen any health packs. I thought you would have put them around the mortar areas, and I didn't see any over there.
I have barely got any help at all. Like, I can just barely see the red bar flashing. How much health did you get from Redog?
Oh, I got the full thing, but now I'm on like maybe a quarter.
Since friendly fire's on, put one. There we go.
Shit.
Full of rainbows. Do a rainbow sequence.
He's literally, there's an enemy in the mortar, and they literally dropped a bomb right on your ass. He had to put a health pack in. The designer of this map seems stupid.
Got the last. I think I got the last mortar down. Nope, there was one. There's only one guy left.
Of course there is. That's what I don't like about big maps like this. You get down to the last guy and go around him. I'm gonna like that map, but there's a couple problems. I mean, they have no health packs. I think that map's practically impossible for a person to beat by themselves. And yeah, no health packs, no way to find people. We could have easily been searching on that map for half an hour.
Yeah, I was using the binoculars, and it wasn't marking anybody. Like normally, if you have somebody tagged, it lets you see them through cover, but that was not the case.
Alright, so we're gonna go play my first ever map I made for this game, my tester map, which I kind of put it was my map where I experimented again, shaking a bit of the rust off. And then we'll go into, we'll work on some maps together. You can work on your map, I'll work on mine, and I can talk you through anything or give you advice and see how you do.
Okay.
I publish. Yeah, bring up my maps. Oh yeah, so this is one of my maps here. This one has almost 2.5 stars.
What style of loadouts do you prefer to use on your designs?
It all depends, varying the theme of the map. But usually I always give a standard. This one I went really simple. Loud death, quiet death. Go, quiet death.
So is it actually possible to get kills with a slingshot?
Yes, it is. If you hit them in the head, you can get a kill on unarmored enemies with the slingshot. So come back here, and I'll just kind of show you the whole ropes here. Pick up a gun if you want. Though I know we're not going to really use it. Back here, I got some ammo. And I want just follow me because I really want to show you this map more than actually fight here, because this map can get really chaotic. So as you can see, it's very, it was very basic. I wanted to try a lot of techniques out real fast. You want to take
Are the enemies in Omega suits?
There's a couple of them, yes. I used all different types of enemies because, again, this is the tester map. But we can go over here. Follow me, we can go over here. Just be careful, I don't get spotted. This is my first waterfall on this map, using the new waterfall tools. Any enemy, though, if you get them in the head with an arrow, they die. So, even those big ones. So this is my first waterfall. If you look at it from here, it looks pretty good. I'm enjoying it.
Not bad.
My new one that I'm making now is going to trump the shit out of that one. But so this is kind of like, in all my maps, I like to have little secrets or alternate paths, and this is one of those alternate paths. But we got to be careful because enemies like to patrol the shore here. So there's pretty much 4 alarm boxes on this map, and 2 of them are in the center of the town, and then 2 of them are really behind the main complex building. So if you want to take a second, mark, guys. If you look at the tower in your binoculars, see how I hang those banners on all the towers?
Yeah.
Again, that's just that little touch, you know, that really puts it together.
Can the alarm boxes be disabled by a single arrow?
Yes, they can if you hit it. You have to hit them right, though. You can't hit it like a support beam. You have to hit the actual box on either the sides or the left. You can actually come up on the shore and go left here if you want. The river's for fun. Yeah, this is my first river on this map. It actually came out really nice. I'm highly enjoying the river. So, right here, it's my, oh yeah, we gotta do, because if you don't, hell unleashes. I've made it so. On all my maps for the clan, I put my signature, our clan tag. Did you fire an arrow? Oh, you hit the alarm box.
Okay. I find the slingshot to be easier with that, and then the bow's iron sights.
Don't fall off. Just fall there, yes. I took the first sniper out. Alright, so come around, I want you to see this. Oh, shit. Which one did you hit? Oh, that middle one right there?
Down the second. Yeah.
Oh, that was a fantastic shot. Here, check this out, though. I want you to see this. If we can, because I think that guy right there's going to see us. Turn around, don't worry, guys. This looks nice. I actually think he is indeed on fire. I do not know how to, I did not design my map to do this. Alright, so the other 2 alarm boxes are pretty easy. We can disable them pretty fast, but it'll probably get us detected. So, if you want to come over here, this is the next one you can easily disable. It's in the center of the compound here. Right in the middle of all the guard barracks. So, I've actually never fired.
Arrows with the slingshot, you mean? The thing you gotta watch about the slingshot more than the bow is you gotta aim up a little more.
Oh, I can fire arrows from the thing too, nice.
Just below it. There we go.
Nice. And then the last one is over here by Flamey, Sparky, Boom Boom Man. You've got another guy over here. All these guys are top elites. He is indeed on fire, though I do not know how.
Can we get up the sniper towers?
Only one is available for,
Oh, I ran out of arrows.
I got the last one.
Okay, so we're clear to start.
Yeah, they're clear to start massacring. Where's my rocket launcher? Have fun! Ain't nothing without an explosion. Watch out, I did place a secret sniper, you'll have to find him. No, you haven't killed him yet. That's what I've seen it. No, I just put trucks on the map. They have free range to use them. Oh, behind you. Hold on, I got him. Fuck you, bitch.
I'm assuming language isn't a problem for the stream.
No. If it was, our first... Oh yeah, we got about 315, 320 videos now. Our first couple would have been fucking absolutely... would have been a problem. No, I'm not into that. Yeah, only this tower I'm near right now is able to be climbed. This guard tower. If you found my secret sniper, I'm really proud of the secret sniper. Yeah, these are the only things I'm mad about. The dogs don't count as enemies. I'm mad that they go outside the bounds of the map. But
weird that the dogs don't count as enemies, yet they're marked.
well, it's a standard rule. Unless they're a bounty target, animals don't count as enemies. They're just aggressive.
I found your secret sniper. He's in the silo.
Yes, it is a very well hidden sniper. Surprisingly, that does not kill him. Alright, you found the rocket launcher I put up in the security center. Actually, keep it. No, yeah, don't shoot the last person whenever we find him. I want to show you a couple of things. So the security center here is actually all this staircase. This is all separate from the center, from the actual building. You go in here. I'm really happy with this one. You know, you see all the detail work. You see the computers and the chair, and then you go up. Go at the back here. You can actually grapple this.
Oh, I don't know if you care or not, but if you want to fix it later, there's one little thing right here.
What?
The TV on this stand is floating.
Which one?
This one right here.
Oh, that's a single piece. That you can't change that. That's a single piece. No. It's What? Yeah. Alright. I'll do that after my stream. Alright, call me later. So, you know, I have the markers here. These are actually, yeah, explosive. And where is our last individual? Oh, there he, no, it's a civilian. I don't care, die civilian caller. Now where is our last man? It is. Pitbull, how many shots do you take?
So they're surprised. The Rottweilers are mean.
Hey, now you're fucking dead. Where is my last dude? Get up in that guard tower and look for him in the binoculars. And actually you do have a hunter here, a hunter class if you go into stealth, so he should be able to. That's a civilian.
That's a dog.
I found our man.
She just has horrible accuracy.
There he is. That was my first map. What'd you think?
Not bad, especially for a first one. The only real issue I noticed was that floating TV, but that's just a one piece and nothing that can be done about it.
No. No, it's a one little piece map. Or, that was one of my simpler ones.
You know, it'd be kind of cool if you did like a frat house style thing and our logo was hidden as making it like what is it, like Alpha, Theta, Alpha. Just some made up frat.
Actually, that kind of seems kind of cool. I'd probably do that. I've got a bunch of map ideas that are on my radar there. Yeah, there's quite a few. Alright, so
I bet you I really have with Arcade overall is the overuse of missile launchers in multiplayer.
Well, you really can't help that, you know? I don't blame the game for that, I blame the players.
That's what I mean, like, that's the only issue I really have with it. It's not something that can really be controlled, I think.
So what we're gonna do now is, and again, it's the really good maps. You don't have to worry about that kind of shit. The really good maps, they balance the weapon classes out. All right. So what I do is I'm starting to edit my map here on the stream. So we're going to do. If you want to go into the arcade area, I can start helping you with the basics.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk through my map, and then if you just got any questions, or if you want to talk about what you want to make first. I mean, my advice is, like, what I do on every Mapmaker type of game is I make a little village first. And I try out all the tools.
Something I had thought of, which I thought would be simple, yet you could do a decent amount with it, is, you know how President Trump is all, like, build a wall?
Oh, I've already got that map idea in my mind. The wall map?
Yeah, like, it's either like a journey or an outpost kind of thing. You gotta get to the other side.
I would definitely make it a journey one. Get to the other side.
but it would be you have limited supplies. Like you get like a revolver or just something simple, and then 1 health pack, and then if you get inside of it or at a certain point at it.
AoA used to have a map back on Far Cry 2 called The Wall, and what it pretty much was a border wall. And this is obviously way before Trump or Obama or anyone was even considered president. So I think I'm going to end up remaking that, but this time it's going to be much better, because a wall could be simpler, or you can have like 3 or 4 multiple different layers in the wall, or go inside the wall, all this kind of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Because our wall had interior staircases, which was really nice. That was a map that I actually worked on with the other Mapmaker who used to be in the clan.
The best one to do would be Bounty Hunt, because you have to get to an exit point, but it also requires you to kill the targets. You said it so like the targets are invisible until like...
Yeah. But no, it's all is what it is. I think I really want to do, because all my maps have been TDM focused. I've only done 1 journey map so far, but I actually got really good starting reviews. What I want to do is I want to make an escape map. It's been a while since I made one, and I made a couple back on Far Cry 2. So I want to make a map where there's literally no killing, just trying to figure out how to navigate the area. That's all. Here, I'm going to send you a picture of my mountain that I've been working on, so you can kind of see what I'm doing over here. And where's your name here? Shit. There we go. Come on, PlayStation, load up. I'm going for a more tropical, prehistoric volcanic island kind of thing. It's way eroded, way nice, and I love the spike. The spike is actually my favorite feature in that mountain. This is definitely a much still work in progress. This has ended up being like a PUBG island style map. So
that would be neat if we could get like a battle royale kind of thing going in here.
They already got a couple maps that are PUBG inspired. This is my version. It's kind of like one of those popular trends that's going on in the editor right now. I've already played 3 different versions of PUBG's map editor, and I'm trying to make my own. That's why I want to do this one. But no, pretty simple.
If you change the coloration on that, you could get like a little Star Wars looking map, like a Mustafar castle.
I know, but I'm definitely not going to. I love the coloration. I think it fits perfectly.
Oh, I know.
But no, when I was actually making it, I found a darker toned rock that actually looks perfect for either like a moon thing, because I was thinking about a moon map when I was making this cliff, or a volcanic crater, a full volcanic crater, because I've been thinking about that too. Let's see, terrain. So are you... Yeah, the wall sounds like an easy one to do. I wouldn't go too complex, though.
No. I'm thinking like just there's a checkpoint kind of area, little booth, something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. The easiest one to do would be like a desert backdrop.
Oh, well, most of the time I never use those shitty-ass backdrops. I found them to be garbage. I've only used it once, and I really didn't even fancy it, so I used it, but I also covered like the whole area with forest, so it didn't look as bad, because I really hate those backdrops. I think they all look ugly.
The one that I kind of like is Alpine. It's got nice colorations. You could use it for several different styled areas.
Let's see that one again, because I think that was the one I used that I didn't mind too much. Yeah, Alpine was indeed the one I used. There's only a couple.
Yeah, there's like 3 or 4. But this one, I think, just looks good. Desert was just too bright.
But, no, I would advise for your map to again, start small with the, because I'm assuming you're going to have, like, a little shanty border town behind the fence. I would start there. You know, craft your road, choose your palette, all the basics. And then my advice is definitely build the gate area before you start building the actual wall.
Make sure everything lines up perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, it sucks.
There's kind of this.
Go ahead.
There's kind of this gap between the backdrop and the
edge of the map. Yeah, what ends up happening is when you look at it from the player's point of view, you're not at an angle where you can see that unless you go to the near edges of the map. Then you can see it.
Okay.
So all you gotta do is set your boundaries for, for, I don't know, maybe 20 feet behind that, and I don't think we'll see it from there. So everyone who's watching my screen, what we're going to do here is we're going to start molding the base of the island into our mountain. Alrighty. And we're actually going to raise and lower some land here too, because right now, we have this Colosseum circle effect going on. We got to get rid of this shit. So what I'm actually going to do is delete this town right here. I'm actually going to raise lower land.
One of the things, I was watching some videos before I joined you about places to start. I saw that using noise to rough up the land a little bit, give it a more natural feel, was a good place to start.
When I want to do, and it's funny you bring it up, because I did a bunch of erosion and land manipulation on this mountain here. And I'll take a screenshot of this, because this actually looks real nice, so you can see what I mean on this cliff face. Here, let me send you this pic as well. What kind of land you're trying to, rough up. If you're trying to rough up a mountain, it's easier. If you're trying to rough up little hills, it gets a little bit harder. But, obviously, you know what the smooth tool does. It takes the majority level of whatever area you have the circle encompassed in and tries to level out the whole radius of the circle to that standard level. So if you have, like, a little bump in the middle of a flat plane, and you press smooth over there and you hold it, what's going to happen is the computer's going to try and rough out that bump to fit the majority of land that's at a certain level. So when you're doing cliffs, all the lands, hopefully if you're making your cliff right, all the land's at a different level. And what you want to do is take the smoothing tool and kind of place it between the layers and tap it. I never hold, I hold the smoothing tool, but for people who never use it before, never hold the smoothing tool, because you'll make it look fucked up and weird. But small imperfections are always good, especially in land building. You never want anything that looks perfect, because if it looks perfect, then it's like I was explaining on the stream the other day. If your land looks perfect, it's not perfect. There's gotta be mistakes. That way it looks original. Nature's not perfect. Nature makes mistakes.
It can be a concept of perfection, though, like it looks perfect for what you're going for.
Exactly. But as generally for perfect, I generally like all my mountains, I leave sharp peaks, I leave soft peaks. They look really nice because I leave the small imperfections in there. And then when you add all the icing on top, like bushes or trees on top of your mountains or on your plains, when you add all the icing, then it all comes together. Alright. So we're working right now to incorporate the incorporate the edges there. Oh, if you are using those terrain tools, you're going to see something that says hardness. I don't know if you know what that does, but what that does is that the balance or the dramaticness of your effect. So if you're using the smooth tool, and it's going to appear as like a yellow circle within your circle, or a yellow square within your square, depending on which guide you're using. What it does is the effect happens more rapidly and more concentrated within that yellow circle. So if you want a bigger effect, then have everything inside the yellow circle. But if you want like a shallower effect, or if you want to go from heavy to shallow or shallow to heavy, then you want to decrease the size of the inner circle and kind of keep your shit within the big circle and the inner circle. You'll see. I know it's a little confusing when I say it like that, but you'll see it soon up. Alright.
Is there a way to lock the camera's height?
Only with a couple tools. So, I don't know what your tool you're using now, but with some tools it's square, and you can lock the camera there, or with a lot of tools it's the touchpad. That should say somewhere on the bottom.
Okay.
Alright. So those are going to see it by map. While reducing that inner ring wall, I just pretty much torched the shit out of my island, but that's what it takes. It will repair the whole damage. What are you saying, buddy?
Is there a way to trigger a lock between, like, two things that should be able to line up due to their same
I mean,
size?
a snap?
Yeah.
No. Back on FC2, they had a snap feature. If you look near the bottom of your base when you're like editing an object, like when you have an object selected, you can like set it so it follows the terrain, and you can set it so that it touches the ground. But no, there's no snapping feature, which makes fences on this game an incredibly pain in the ass fucking bullshit thing to build.
Well, for a snap feature, like trying to use like the prison walls and put them together, but they're the same piece, it feels like there should be something like that.
Again, it was one of the best tools for building back on FC2. I do not know why they did not include it on this game. It's one of my biggest grievances. Actually, one of my only grievances, too, that they don't have that shit back, because that shit was amazing. Alright.
At this point, it's just trial and error and very light stick movements.
Exactly. I was telling everyone, everyone's maps and clips are different because it's all depending on your stick movements. It's like an artist's brush. Realistically here.
I'm gonna set a spawn point near where I'm building so that way I can at least jump in.
Now everyone, you can see I'm pretty much destroying the shit on my map, removing this inner ring wall. But that's okay because I wanted this map to have hillage anyways. So when we rebuild the land, there's going to be a bunch of hills. And I kind of ruined my beach, which really... Actually, no, I didn't touch the beach too much. No, I didn't touch the beach too much, which I'm actually happy about. I didn't want to have to touch that, so... Okay, so now we've pretty much taken out our wall and half our map with it, but what we're going to do is we're just going to re-up the land to what it should be, and then we're going to smooth anything out.
This is so beautiful, I may just cry. Sent you this picture of the seam where I was trying to line things up.
Believe me, man, I spent a lot of hours on this game alone just trying to line shit up. I just forgot we have to increase hardness.
Especially for a first attempt, this is just pure and simple beauty. You can only see the line on that one spot. I need to get up there and make sure it didn't screw up the texture on the walkway, but...
Alright, hold on. Let me check that out here. Alright, here we are back again.
So I can get up there and see. This is actually a little easier than I was anticipating. I think the part I'm looking forward to the least is editing terrain.
Yeah, terrain can get a little picky and a little pain in the ass for me sometimes. Sometimes the tools don't work the way you want them to, like I'm having right now. They're not flattening the way I want.
It looks like a clean concrete seam. Holy shit.
Yeah. It takes a minute.
Exactly like you'd expect to see in a sidewalk. Is there a way to rotate an item a specified number of degrees instead of just trying to do it by hand, or no?
You can pivot the direction that your item changes, whether it be back and forth, from side to side, around, up and over. And all you do by doing that is you press X on the item, and then while you're holding it, while you have it selected, press hold R2 to spin it. But instead of pressing, instead of spinning it, press L2 and it'll switch, the pivot will switch directions. I'm actually really not liking the way this is coming out.
What's wrong with it?
It's not working the way I want. I made it just scraping the whole edge. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Crafting the base of my map pretty much forced me to. I made like this inner ring in the island, which I didn't want to have. And unfortunately, deleting that inner ring fucked up my map too much. I think I'm about to delete it all.
That sucks.
But it's alright, because that's easy to make. The island was the hard part. I mean, the mountain was the hard part, so I'm not too concerned.
Terrain's the hardest part. Everything else is just details.
Details are hard too. Details aren't really hard. It's subjective. It's just like an artist. Have shitty people who don't know how to do details at all, and you have good people who know how to do details.
That's why you get the people to do the rough sketch and then someone to do the final product.
I actually have not co-op with a person on a Far Cry map yet.
What did you say? I couldn't hear you.
I actually haven't co-opted with anyone on a Far Cry map yet. I mean, I haven't worked together with anyone to produce anything. I haven't collaborated with anybody.
Is that possible? Like, have more than one person working on, like, for instance, if I was coming in, would it be possible for me to work on your map, too?
Oh, no, not in the editor, no. What would have to happen is the person would have to create the map and then publish it, and then a second user would come in and
Download, edit.
Download it, and then edit it again, and publish it again.
Would like trapdoor covers? Oh, there they are.
Alright, so now I totally destroyed my island. Now I gotta rebuild it.
So say you want to cover something up, like in the piece I'm using, there's like an area for a trapdoor, but I do not want that to be openable. Is there a way to lock a trapdoor?
What was your question? Sorry.
Like, I'm gonna send you a picture. I'm trying to cover this hole up. It's just something that's inside the structure. Is there a way to set it so a trapdoor, like if you were to place a trapdoor, that it's locked and it can't be opened?
Well, I know a lot of the doors in the game, you can actually select doors that are just impossible to open, just stack doors. But I believe that's actually it. This is the image you sent me. Yeah, just put something in there, you'll be fine.
So that zombies thing we were doing last night ended up going till about 3 a.m.
Yeah, Pixels likes doing late zombie work.
He got distracted by finding some hats in the map, but by the time we were ready to do the Easter egg, we got all but one little objective left, which I believe was just the boss fight. And it was round 29.
I'm sure Pixels will take. Oh,
Yeah,
suck
he
it.
wanted to keep looking for hats and at just some bells, but we kept trying to hold him. I kept getting downed by just the fact that they kept coming. There wasn't really a stop. Then I get cornered by like the big guys with the clubs.
Well, I hear you, buddy. Believe me, I hear you. Damn, it's hot over here. There we go.
Put in the ugly getting places stairs. Do you always drop into the map, or can you set your spawn so you actually start on the ground?
No, you always drop in. You can select to actually play your map and test it out. You can either like explore or you can just standardly play it. And that will also work.
So did you ever play the Call of Duty games, or do you play them?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I played even though I don't play this one as much as I did the other one, I played a lot. I fell in love with Advanced Warfare. We were on that game we were on that game for about 11 months or so. I led the clan on that one. That's where we won our 8 different clan war division wins.
There was another group I was talking to. Someone didn't like it. For some reason, I thought that was you. I'm mixing up people now. But
No, I like Black Ops 2
if we recreated like Nuketown, that wouldn't be too hard to do.
No.
Especially like Black Ops 1 and 2.
So you guys see, I actually ended up quitting out of the arcade editor and coming back in because I don't think deleting that second ring now is an option because it fucks up my beautiful land too much. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to end up eroding it. And we might actually end up making a lava tube on the side of it or something. That sounds nice. It's getting hot. I'm getting fucking sweaty and tired up here. It's getting fucking boiling hot.
What other options are there as far as covering this?
So what are you making now?
I'm still trying to figure out how to cover up this hole, because I'm probably going to come across it at some point or another.
Just put any random flat object in there. Oh, I got an idea for you. Go to add new objects, go down to generic shapes, and click platforms. So these are usually used as like
Is there
flooring.
a way to change their textures?
Yes, there is. So they can be changed to like 50 different things. They're really nice. This is actually one of the best new features. This only happened in this game as well. This is brand new. So you can change it to look concrete. You can change it to look like anything. It's a really nice feature. So I would definitely use that.
Okay, I was trying to use a trapdoor and make it so like it was locked or something, but there's no real way to do that on a.
No, just put like a platform in there. That's all.
That's really freaking big. There we go.
So as you guys can see, I'm using the lower tool again to form or forge my mountain into my base landscape. I'm not going too much because I don't want to put holes in my map like I did before. That really sucked. Took that off there. This is where map making takes its fucking toll, I tell you that.
Feels like you've been working on it for an hour, but then it's only been 20 minutes, but then at the end you're happy to see what you did.
Yeah, pretty much. But I have a general idea of, it's just all about trying to put what I came up with in my crazy mind on the editor. That's all really what it's about. Sometimes it don't come out like, just the way I wanted it to, Sometimes you can't. Hmm.
Ooh.
So news coming, buddy.
Getting there. Mainly just working out how those tools work.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I did with first draft. That was an experimentation map. Try everything out, see what everything was like.
That is not what I wanted to do.
So now I've actually I've smoothed out my map. I'll show you now what it looks like. So you can see it here, buddy. You saw that inner ring I was talking about before, right? Yeah. I wanted to get rid of that. I'm definitely going to do an inner ring like that when I make a volcano, but for now... So now I got, now it's all smooth, but now I have to, eliminate it.
Yeah. I was trying to use the platform to cover that hole, but it's just not working. So I'm putting a trapdoor in and just gonna have to suck it up and deal with it.
Really? Should be pretty easy. Find one of the smaller platforms and stick it in the middle there.
No, the way it would layer up just with the weird size of the hole would make the textures kind of wonky.
Oh, wonky? Well,
Yeah.
to tell you the truth, you're going to have to deal with that sometimes. Especially without the snap thing, you're going to come across that. Like, the textures will clash a bit, and you'll see it on the screen. You'll see a tad clash. You're going to end up having to deal with that. Because back in the day, we had snap, and if you were a really good person, you wanted to sit there for a billion years, you could just snap everything. But we don't got that anymore. So...
I know, which is why I'm just gonna suck it up and put the trapdoor in there.
Well, I commend you on your patience.
I think my only complaint about Arcade Editor is that there's no snap tool.
One of my...
I feel like that's a valid one.
One of my couple complaints. My other big complaint is there's no multiplayer solo matchmaking. You can't... You can go into multiplayer by yourself, but you can't select your maps. There's no map choice. I don't know what I mean by that is you can't say, here, I like this map, let me load into it, and you can't load into it without, a bunch of other players. Which kinda sucks. Yeah.
If I were to be a ladder, where would I be? Power, if you were a ladder in the item menu, where would you be?
Oh, you were looking for ladders?
Yeah.
You're on new objects,
Uh-huh.
gameplay, and you're going to go to climbing and navigation. That is where the ladders are.
I feel like that was stupidly simple.
Well, actually, you can get ladders in generic shapes as well. You can get them in a couple different spots. Alright.
Ooh.
I think we're going to stop here. Yeah, now my map is pretty much as flat as I could possibly get it. I have to do a little more palette texturing, but I like it.
Okay, let's move this.
I'll be right back, everyone. I gotta go get a quick snack. Actually, buddy, I think this is where we're gonna end it. Because I gotta get ready for work. I just noticed the time. It's been a while. But I hope I could help you. I hope I gave you some guidance there that was useful.
You did. It's just some of the stuff you also got to work with on your own to figure out.
Yeah, a lot of this shit, it's just like, it's pretty much just like a paintbrush, you know? You make your own style and check out other people's stuff and, you know, just like real art. I mean, it's just... So, again, thanks to everyone joining on the stream. Thanks to you to Lone Skull, you know, for hopping in and joining with our special project over here on Far Cry 5, you know, and Mapmaker and all that good stuff. Stay tuned. Unfortunately, we did not get to designing my mountain, as I've had to fix that inner ring of land, but that land ring has been fixed, and I actually like the way the map is looking, so we're going to definitely decorate the mountain in the third mountain stream. Alright, everyone. It was nice. I will see you all again next time.